No fight for Real Madrid.
0.
My question is this: because of the Club World Cup thing that's gonna go on, when do they fire out, or when does Ancelotti go?
I don't know.
Because usually when the season's over, that's when they can make their changes. They're like, okay, dude, you can go or whatever. You're fired, whatever. But with the Club World Cup, I don't think they can make a coaching change before then.
Well, how much does the coach have to do with whether they go get pieces or not?
But also, he's responsible for what's going on in the field.
Okay.
So, like, I don't... Like, a lot of people have already started turning on him. Me, personally, I'm not against it. I just do think that his time has run its course.
Oh.
I do think that his time has run its course, so... Like, unless Real Madrid go on a massive defensive spending spree this summer, I've been like, okay, you know what? Try to run it back with Ancelotti one more year with reinforcements in defense. Maybe he wins something convincingly. But if it's gonna be the same goddamn team with just one signing, and that one signing being Trent Alexander-Arnold, it's gonna be the same result.
Yeah, again, and I've said this 1,000 times already, and I feel like a broken record. They had this coming. You cannot come in and expect to score goals, to put up a fight, and to prevent someone like Arsenal who are a defensive first team, primary defense team, from coming in and knocking you guys out of the Champions League this year or this season. The lack of pieces is alarming. That, like, I just don't know why teams go, we don't need all those pieces, we're fine. The Dodgers do the same thing, and now look, 2 bullpen games. And it's just it's mind-blowing to me, to be honest, that
Wow.
Carlo Ancelotti decided, I don't need more defensive pieces. I don't need to go get more depth in January when the trade deadline was there. I don't need a Militao is injured.
I mean, hell, even though he's older, I would have been fine with, hey, if you said, I'm going to go get Sergio Ramos, I would have been fine with that. And he was a free agent, so you could have signed him whenever you wanted.
Exactly. There's no need for exchanging prospects. No need to loan other players out. No need to do anything. He's all yours. You don't need to fight with another team for him. Now, maybe for the highest bid, okay, fine. But you're Real Madrid. You have the most money out of any European team. Why are you...
Literally. They're like, compared to other clubs or in Europe, they're the one, like, if not the top team, one of the top teams when it comes to having money and not being in debt.
And that... They're the Saudi Arabia of Europe. They are. They're the Saudis of Europe. And the fact that they put themselves in this position to have a lack of a defense, to have a lack of pieces, is absolutely absurd. And that's why this happened.
Yeah. So 5-1 on aggregate, 2-1 today. Congratulations to Arsenal, man. Like, you know, a lot of people wrote them off with all the injuries. To get knocked out the latest the quarterfinals, considering of who they were facing. But hey, they go through and they have a chance to play PSG. So, and we may end up streaming that. So wow, congrats! You you guys actually have a chance of winning the big trophy. I know you guys are behind in the Premier League, like by a bunch of points, so you're probably not going to win the Premier League, but you have a chance of winning the Champions, and that's all in all honesty, the biggest trophy. So, what else to say? Oh, Real Madrid is. I mean, people are saying, oh, they can still win La Liga. They're not going to win La Liga. Barcelona is just goddamn unstoppable. Barcelona's going to smack them in the Copa del Rey semifinal. And I know a few years ago I said, oh, Real Madrid winning a Copa del Rey is good enough to keep Ancelotti's job safe. Nope, not this year. I'm sorry. Like, I honestly think, like I just stated a few minutes, his time, it's run its course. He should go. I don't know if it's going to be Florentino Perez going to fire him or if he's going to voluntarily walk away. He said that he will never voluntarily walk away, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know who. Well, I have a few candidates in mind on who can take over for him, which will be another video for another time. And another stream for another time when we have a little bit more time. But, yep. Those are our concluding thoughts of this game. And through the legs. So, congratulations to Arsenal. Real Madrid, you had this coming, as Jason said, throughout the last few streams. This is what you get for not stepping up defensively, and for that talented front four. Actually, I'm going to circle back. For that talented front four that you have, and you can't score goals, are you kidding me?
And the lack of discipline on the penalties too, and looking at Mbappe's too, and then also too, look, Carlo Ancelotti, how many Champions Leagues has he won in the last 5 years?
2.
And how many times has he won La Liga?
2, I think. 2 or 3.
And I don't remember him winning the Copa del Rey, but
he won it 2 years ago.
Okay, so it's not, and this is, I get why it's frustrating, but you guys have literally won 2 Champions League, 2 La Liga, and maybe like 2 Copa del Rey
with lesser talent.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. But
no, go ahead.
But the other argument for people that might want to keep him is, guys, we've won more than any other team. We've been to the Champions League a bunch of times with them. We just won it last season. So I could see that argument. But anyway.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see where, again, the team just needs to get defense. Like, and I also think that him doing these cute little things also is kind of what irks me. Is that having, an older Lucas Vasquez playing back there.
In the center, yeah.
Eduardo Camavinga was suspended, unfortunately, so it is what it is there. But, David Alaba, who's coming off of injury, not the Alaba of old. The Alaba before he tore his ACL or whatever it was. Oh, he was... The center back pairing would have been fine. But he's older now. It's looking like he's still rusty. So, we'll see. So Real Madrid out. Arsenal back semifinals.